All right, what's up, y'all? I got 5 wrestlers that Triple H has completely botched, misused, underutilized, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna talk for a long time. We're gonna get straight into it. Number 1, my man, L.A. Knight. Yeah. Now, this is my thing with L.A. Knight. What is the difference between L.A. Knight and Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Champion? Can anyone find me a difference? Please, if you're watching this right now, please in the comment section, let me know. Just think about it. What's the difference between Jey Uso, the singular superstar, and LA Knight, the singular superstar? They both have 4 letters, 1 word, yeet, yeah. They both start with the same letter. They're both super over. I think LA Knight is like 3 years older than Jey, so I don't think it can't be an age thing. What is it? They're both over. They both sell merch. They both get a huge pop when they come out. They're both super duper faces. LA Knight is a much better wrestler. But why doesn't LA Knight have anything to show for it? LA Knight, he won, what was it, the Slim Jim Battle Royale, SummerSlam? I think that was last year or the year before, something like that. And the crowd popped like he just won the first 100-man Royal Rumble. He has 2 U.S. championship runs that, for real, should have been a lot earlier. And they weren't very good. And a few title matches. He fought Roman, lost, I don't know if he had any more. I don't think he had any more title matches. I feel like he's more been like in that mid-card for a long time now. And I just think to myself, what did he do to get this? Why do people like Jey Uso get these world championship moments in the Royal Rumbles and all this stuff, and LA Knight doesn't? And this is what I've been trying to say for a long time. My point has never been Jey should never get anything. My point is, why does Jey get this, but other people who are better than him in the other boxes, who check off the other boxes better, why aren't they getting anything? Why aren't they getting the look? That's been my problem. The fact that LA Knight is over, sells merch, can wrestle, can cut a promo, LA Knight checks off all the boxes. So why does he get not even half of the look that other superstars get? All right, number 2, Gunther. Another person who is the yeet epidemic is hurting a lot of people. I don't think the company realizes it, or they don't care. You had Gunther. He was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. For my money, he's the greatest IC champion of all time. Over 600 days. He goes from that to winning the World Championship, and from then on, you have Gunther, who's supposed to be this diabolical heel, shaking hands with his opponents, showing respect to his opponents. You're supposed to be a diabolical heel and you're shaking hands and offering respect? Huh? And he goes and wins the World Championship, and it's just like he barely has it. He barely gets shown on the shows. He barely wrestles. The Monday Night Raw premiere on Netflix, Gunther doesn't get shown on TV. Gunther's not even there at all. But The Rock is there, telling us how much he loves Cody Rhodes now. Like, what are we doing? What does Gunther have to do to get some damn respect? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? For my money, he's damn near the best wrestler in the company. He can cut a promo. He's a great heel. He gets heat. There's nothing wrong with the package of Gunther. So again, why does he get underutilized? Or when he does get a championship, they just overshadow him, act like he doesn't matter. And then at WrestleMania, you have him lose to the man he's beaten 3 times with his own submission, a move that Jey Uso has never done in his entire career. You had one half of the Usos lock in a rear naked choke for the first time in his life against a submission machine like Gunther, and Gunther taps out. And then he goes on to fight Pat McAfee, and Gunther uses a submission move, but Pat McAfee is just prime Kurt Angle. It takes him 20, 25 minutes to put down a commentator. And it seemed like during the promos, Gunther was more focused about beating Pat than retaining his world championship at WrestleMania. Like, huh? Go back and watch the Gunther and Pat McAfee promo. He was so focused on just beating up Pat. And it's like, that's cool. I understand they were trying to tell the story. Oh, he's angry that Pat and Cole were disrespecting him. Okay, cool. Your world championship at WrestleMania means more than a commentator commentating. Whether they like you or not, I promise you it makes more sense. Just to be like more prepared about your world championship, not about what a commentator says. So yes, Gunther, amazing champion for my money. The best mid-card champion we've seen in years. One of the best wrestlers in the company. But Triple H, for some reason, just books him like a bitch. And I'm not sure why. Number 3, Sami Zayn. Now, usually I'm okay with Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big Sami guy. I don't hate Sami. He just really he's cool, you know, in the middle for me. What's going off the rails with me for Sami is the fact that now his character is just, oh, guys, I believe in you, man. We're going to come out. We're going to help you, man. I believe this is not you. You're a better person. It's just so annoying. It's unbelievably annoying. You know, I think Sami's better as a heel. I think he plays the annoying, braggadocious heel a lot better. When he was IC champion and he was doing that thing with the thing with Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles all those years ago, that was like, I hated Sami at that point, but he was good at being a heel. And the thing is, Sami's great at being a face too. But this version of him being a face, it's just weird. Like, it doesn't seem like there's anything that he's doing. He's not doing anything to help himself. You feel me? It just seems like he's just doing things. Oh, I got to help Jay. I got to help Punk. I got to help yourself. You just got your ass beat by Kevin Owens. Help yourself, please. The last time Sami had some damn energy about him is when he was fighting Roman in Canada. And everyone said he should beat him, which we all know wasn't going to happen. But, hey, you feel me? But, yeah, Sami, he's just, I still don't hate him. I just think that Triple H and his, like, the way that he's written them as far as promos and what he interjects himself into as far as stories, it's extremely annoying. And it makes Sami just feel less than, you know? Number 4, Ria Ripley. Now, Ria, again, another person I have no real problem with. But what you've done with Ria, it's interesting. And it's a bad interesting because when EO first beat Ria on that Monday Night Raw before Mania and won the World Championship, Ria went backstage and they uploaded it to YouTube. Ria was going through her first character change in a very long time. You know, she was starting to blame herself in a way. She was trying to be more reflective. And I was like, oh, this is a new arc for Ria. Okay, let's try this. I think either the next week or the week after that, she just goes straight into Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns mode. And if you don't know what that means, it's just begging to be in the world title match that Bianca Belair earned by winning the Chamber. Bianca Belair earned a one-on-one match against Io Sky at WrestleMania, and Rhea came in there and complained and whined to get in. And she's still complaining and whining now, damn near. It's bad enough you had her in this Liv Morgan vortex where you damn near botched the entire feud, a feud that was hot when it started, and you got it going on for so long, and now Liv is all focused, now Rhea's all focused, and a world championship feud is now focused around Dom, and then when Raquel Rodriguez got dropped into it, the feud was dead at that point. They ruined it. That whole, I think it was Bad Blood, when they had Dom hanging from the cage thing, and it at that point, it was cooked. They just ruined it. And I'm like, okay, we have nothing else. There's nothing else here. There's nothing else here, you know. Rhea is super over. She's a great wrestler. She's a great presence. You know what I'm saying? She's extremely intimidating. She checks off all of the boxes. I don't hate her. I just think that Triple H has to go through a character change of some sort with her. Just reflecting on who she is instead of this whining thing. I don't think any wrestler should be whining. You know what I'm saying? I know some wrestlers like you got like maybe The Miz or someone like that would probably do better when they're whining and begging for another title shot. That's cool. But Rhea, her whole archetype does not look like she should be whining over anything. She looks like she should be knocking people's heads off. So keep her doing that. And the way it's looking right now, cause I believe she qualified for Money in the Bank because the match that just happened on Raw with Zoe Stark and Kairi Sane. I do hope Zoe Stark gets well soon, by the way. That injury was gruesome, and I think it was the same knee that she hurt before. So hopefully she gets better soon. But that was terrible. But yeah, Rhea pinned Kairi because there was no one else in the ring. But Zoe couldn't wrestle. I don't know why people were mad she pinned Kairi. Kairi wasn't going to win, you know. As much as I wanted to, she wasn't going to. I'm hoping they're not planning for Rhea to win Money in the Bank. I think Money in the Bank this year should go to Naomi. Rhea winning Money in the Bank, to me, is just like, I don't think people care to see Io and Rhea right now. I know I don't. And having her cash in on Io or cash in on whoever beats Io at the moment, I don't know. I think they had Chelsea Green lose her match. I think a lot of people backstage know that Chelsea Green is like a favorite. Well, she was a favorite to win the Money in the Bank match. That's what makes me think they're gonna give the briefcase to Rhea. You know, I'm hoping for Naomi. I really am, but I don't know. And last but certainly not least, my favorite wrestler in WWE today, Carmelo Hayes, man. What are we doing with Carmelo Hayes? I've had people tell me to wait, it's going to get better. I've had people tell me, nah, it's just the story. And this is before this whole Miz angle. The way Carmelo Hayes was on NXT and the way he is now, it's two totally different Carmelo Hayes. And I understand there's he was on NXT, he was the man, so now they're trying to humble him on the main roster. This is not humbling. This is humiliation at this point. This man keeps getting pinned, keeps looking stupid, and now he's in a Miz vortex, in a, not even a tag team, just like a collective, I guess, called Mello Don't Miz. And together they are awesome. This ain't 2011 anymore, Miz. They gave Mello a Andre the Giant chain because he won the battle royale. I thought he won the Rumble. I popped so loud when he won that because I was like, oh my gosh, he won something. Finally, it's a victory. You feel me? And it's like, bro, can anything be done for Carmelo Hayes that's like momentum? The last time he had some real momentum was when he was going back and forth with Andrade. You had like, what was that, 6 or 7 straight weeks of banger with Mello and Andrade? And Andrade's now back doing legato stuff. I think I don't know what Andrade's doing. I think he's in a legato thing, whatever. And Mello is just with Miz, losing matches, and now in a Malachi Black vortex. And that's not gonna do anything for anybody. You know what I'm saying? The matches aren't even like NXT level matches. The matches are just, they're just there, you know? I don't know if they're waiting for Trick, but it looks like Trick about to win the TNA World Championship, so they're going to have to wait longer. But it's like, why are you booking him like a bum? This man Mello did everything there is to do. He won the breakout tournament. I believe it was the first breakout tournament after Black and Gold, because that's when I first started watching NXT like on a consistent basis. It was right after, I think it was Samoa Joe and Karrion Kross feud for NXT Championship, I think, and did a breakout tournament. I believe like half of it, I think all of it was done in Black and Gold. They go to 2.0, and Mello cashed in his briefcase or his contract on Swerve, who was the North American champion at that point. And I think he just beat Bronson Reed, maybe? Or what's it, Santos? I forget who Swerve beat, but Swerve, who's now in AEW, he was North American champion. He retained. Mello came in, cashed it on him, and Mello became the new champion. Had a great run with that belt, went on to become NXT champion. He did everything. He unified the Cruiserweight Championship, retired that belt. Like, there's Carmelo Hayes at NXT, him and Braun Breaker were on the same level of just being like huge points of like, okay, these are the main people of NXT, at least for the male roster. You know what I'm saying? And now, Braun Breaker is in a stable with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. Braun Breaker is, and of course, before that, Braun Breaker was being built as if, well, not really as if he's a tank. You know, so we all know Braun is a once-in-a-lifetime superstar, and the company is booking him that way. Thank you. Yes, golf claps. But Carmelo was right there, too. At some point, you could argue that Mello was in front of Braun. So why is Mello being treated like he's just some random guy off the street? What are we doing? No U.S. championship run, no serious feud in months. What are we doing? How are people supposed to believe in this guy? I feel like at some point he's going to be on the damn release list. Because the funny thing is, when they drafted Carmelo Hayes, he was the #1 pick and had a match against Cody Rhodes, who at that time was the WWE champion. He had a match with him on SmackDown. I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh. They believe in Mello. Like, every time a superstar comes from NXT over to the main roster, especially in the Triple H era, I get scared. And you would think that it would change in this new era. And this is why I think Triple H is a bullshitter. How is it a new era? But you're still doing the Vince McMahon level, get people from NXT, bring them to the main roster, and just bury them. I'm trying to throw that bury thing around a lot, but Melo is teetering on that line. They're doing him like Vince did Karrion Kross. You know, when Karrion Kross came up from NXT after coming off an NXT championship run, they put a helmet on him and had him lose in 2 minutes to Jeff Hardy. And I love Jeff Hardy, but that match sucked. And Karrion Kross came out there with a big Power Ranger mask on, looking like a damn... Now they're doing the same thing to Melo. Not so much in the comical attire-wise, because his presentation is cool, entrance is there, but the crowd doesn't give a damn about him. Because why would they? Why would they give a damn about him? He's a great wrestler, and when they let him wrestle, like him and Andrade, like I'm saying again, him and Andrade were getting the best reaction out of the entire SmackDown crowd for consecutive weeks. And both of them, you've just put in purgatory damn near? For what? Melo checks off all of the boxes to be a Hall of Famer. I'm saying that right now. Melo being pushed the correct way, he will be a Hall of Famer. Because he has everything. Everything is already there. But now you're putting him behind the 8 ball so early, now you got to dig him up. Because you've buried him so far, the crowd doesn't have if you don't know who Melo is, you don't give a damn. The only people who really care about Melo are the people that saw him in NXT and know what he's capable of with the right booking. Everyone else, he's just Guy. I've seen it. I've been in the arena where people do not care about Carmelo Hayes because he just comes out. He just comes out and he loses. Why would people care? Why? That's my problem. Triple H can't say, this is a new era, and then do the same old era things. And I'm supposed to sit back and watch? No. Every one of these superstars had a point where they were better, whether that was in the last administration or early in this administration. But now, at this current moment, all 5 of the superstars that I listed in this video, they suck. And the company would be in a much better position if all of them were being pushed in a better way. LA Knight needs to be a main event level superstar. Carmelo Hayes needs to, win a match consecutively. Rhea Ripley, stop whining. Gunther. Really, he should beat Jey Uso at the earliest convenience and get that world championship back. And then, they book him, Sami Zayn, stop being weird. It's crazy. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know if you guys agree with the 5 wrestlers that I listed. Do you think there's any more? Do you think that any of the wrestlers that I listed, if you think they're doing fine, let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I would be very confused because I don't know how you see every wrestler that I listed in this video and not see what Triple H is doing to them. How destructive Triple H's booking is to all 5 of the superstars that I listed. You know what I'm saying? And there's more. There's absolutely more. But those are my 5 that stand out. And I can think of every single week when they come on TV, I just get mad. Because I like them all individually. I don't hate any of the wrestlers that I listed today. I just think they're being booked terribly. And they need to be booked better. You feel me? So y'all let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Can you film your next exception? Well, I love you guys. Praise God. And I will see you in the next video, man.